manifestation goddess. I am a manifestation mentor, energy alchemist, spiritual oracle, modern day ascended master, all of the things. And right now, my Because I Said So manifestation guide is actually free. I'm going to leave it free as I'm doing this live. I felt called to do it, so here I am. And happy Friday the 13th. So I really just wanted to make a manifestation video discussing nervous system regulation, why it's important, and manifestation. Hey, Lisa. So again, if you're joining, I mentioned my Because I Said So manifestation guide is actually free right now on my stand store, but it's only going to be free during this live. So I highly recommend you get it because after I get off of live, it's going back to its regular price. But I felt called to make it free while I'm doing this live. And then I got confirmation from, the universe, the 3D. So I'm really excited to share it. I'm all about tapping into that God consciousness, tapping into your awareness. So any way that I can help, I'm always for it. But I just wanted to make a video discussing why nervous system regulation and manifestation kind of go hand in hand. And those of you who are new to the manifestation community, a lot of us manifestation coaches and mentors tend to find manifestation because of nervous system regulation. Like somehow we would either meditate, we was doing EFT tapping, we was doing some sort of nervous system regulation technique that brought us into conscious manifestation. Of course, you're always manifesting, but it's usually something that kind of wakens you up to conscious manifestation. And for most of us, it's usually nervous system regulation. So I wanted to talk about that and why it's important. We might do a little bit of nervous system regulation techniques on the live. I also am playing a subliminal in the background. So that's going to help. And I'm just excited to be here. Like I woke up, I felt the energy so heavy in the collective. It feels much lighter now, but it felt really heavy. And then I felt called like, okay, go live. Usually I only do live like twice a week, but I was like, okay, like I'm gonna go live. Let me get my energy right. Let me set the tone. And then I felt guided to do the free Because I Said So manifestation guide while I was on live. So I wanted to make sure y'all get that. Cop it. It's free. It's gonna go back to regular price after the live. So make sure you cop it. If you're just joining, make sure you cop the Because I Said So guide on my stand store. The link is in my description. It's also in my YouTube channel description. And it's so funny because I feel like nothing is a coincidence. Everything is aligned. Like when I got up this morning and I had put on my Nirvana shirt, because that's the state I've been in. I got this shirt years ago, didn't even really know what Nirvana meant. And then a couple of weeks ago, while I was out shopping, I got this Nirvana incense. And I don't even know why I felt guided to get it, but it all aligned because I was like, oh, I forgot I got this. And I had the shirt on, and I've been talking about being in this Nirvana state. I don't even know if state's the right word, but this just Nirvana. Lisa, can you say that over? I think I don't understand. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about some nervous system techniques, nervous system regulation techniques, and manifestation. And if you're new, why nervous system regulation is so important is because even when you call in your manifestation, you don't have to have a regulated nervous system to get what you want. I can start by saying that. However, whenever you call in your manifestation, if your nervous system is not grounded, if you're not stable, if your container is not expanded, it's going to be very difficult, not going to say impossible, very difficult for you to hold your manifestation. Your manifestations want a safe and grounded place to land, so sometimes we've all experienced where we've called in something, got our manifestation, but then it left, like it's fleeting. That's because your nervous system is not regulated to hold on to your manifestation. So, yes, it's always going to manifest. Once you set your intentions, it's always going to manifest. However, you want to ensure that your nervous system is regulated to hold that manifestation. Like, even I want to take this, let's use this example with money, because we can, for those who are manifesting money, you can manifest money. It really is an effortless, it's an intention and intention thing. However, you might find, I don't know if anyone's been through here this before, but I've been through it where I've manifested large sums of money, but because my nervous system wasn't regulated at the time and it can only hold a certain amount, as soon as the money came in, either a bill came up, some unexpected expense came up because your nervous system is only programmed to hold a certain amount. So until you learn to expand that container so you can hold on to your manifestations, you're going to experience, okay, I got my manifestations, but now it's gone. Like, what happened? Like, oh, I'm always manifesting, but it never seems to stay, or I'm experiencing this delay, or it doesn't show up how I wanted it to show up. That's because your nervous system is not regulated to hold on to it. So now let me see what you said, Lisa. Oh, because of the bad storms? Yeah, that's good. That's good to ground your energy. That is so good to ground your energy. And I do EFT tapping. I know someone had asked me to do some EFT tapping on live. I can do some, but honestly, because, hey, Libby, because I'm not a practitioner, I don't like to do EFT tapping on live. Like, I really prefer to leave that to professionals, or why I send y'all videos of a professional doing it. But yeah, Libby, we're just talking about why nervous system regulation is so important for holding your manifestations. And if you're just joining the live, my Because I Said So manifestation guide is free right now on my stand store, but only during the live because I'm putting it back to regular price after the live. But I felt guided to do it today, so here I am. You trust me more than a professional. That's funny. So yeah, I just felt called to go live today. Y'all know I'm all about breaking patterns, and every single day I can truly say I'm at the point where I have a routine, but every single day for me looks different. Like, what I did yesterday is completely different from what I did today. I look like Judy Hopps from Utopia. Thank you. I actually think she's cute. Thank you, Christopher. But yeah, so I was talking about why nervous system regulation is important for manifestation, and it's not because if your nervous system isn't regulated, can't hold on to you can't get your manifestation. But if your nervous system isn't regulated, you might find yourself where you get your manifestations, but they're fleeting because you're not grounded and stable in who you are, and that's why it's so important. And I'm always going to recommend nervous system regulation. All of my clients know that we're going to start with the basics, and the basics is regulating your nervous system, making sure that you're stable. Oh, do what Ty said. You're so funny. Stop, Libby. Making sure that you're stable, making sure that your container can hold on to these manifestations. So let me know if you have any questions. Definitely true to this, not new to this. It's funny because everyone's been manifesting their whole life, but I've always had the mindset that I get what I want since childhood, probably growing up spoiled. But I didn't know there was a term to it until I became an adult. And this is why nervous system regulation is important. Because once I figured out there was a term to manifestation, and I was like, oh, well, I can just consciously manifest things. I realized my nervous system was not regulated, and then I started experiencing delay. It's like now you have a conscious thought about manifestation, and now you're experiencing delay because your nervous system isn't regulated. So I found meditation. That was the doorway for me for manifestation. I didn't even go into meditation. Oh, what's my favorite? Meditation. I've been doing more EFT tapping lately, I want to say over the last year, but meditation is still my favorite. And when I found meditation, or when meditation found me, it wasn't even for manifesting. I was truly trying to figure out a way to manage my anxiety, and didn't want to go the medication route. So I was like, okay, well, what can I do? And then I found meditation absolutely cure my anxiety. So anyone who struggles with anxiety, meditate, meditate. And that's another thing I want to talk about. We don't want to keep giving tools and then you're not utilizing. If you're going to get these tools, make sure you're practicing. You can't just have the idea that, oh, it's going to work, and then you're not practicing and wondering why it's not working. Like, practice it. What do you have to lose? Y'all know I'm all about fun. Like, we're here for a long time. Might as well make it a good time. So what do you have to lose? Lose. Collect another experience. You said, what do you do? What I've been saying this whole time, regulate your nervous system, meditate on it, set the intention on it. And if you set your intention on something, make sure your attention is going to your intention. There's no point of setting an intention and then putting your attention to something you do not want to experience. So, again, if you want to experience a desired outcome, make sure your attention is on that desired outcome. What kind of money? What do you mean? It's funny. But yeah, we got 10 minutes, y'all. Everybody out on Friday? I literally came home to go live for y'all. Let me see. Do I want a house in my car, but I want it through success of my business? Simply me. I'm gonna suggest you watch my last live I posted right about getting a house and car, but you said you want it through, but I want it through the success of my business. Do I focus on the success after or the business doing well? It's gonna be all about what you want to do. For me, when I am doing a satsing or something like that, I go past the end. So I see my business as already successful. I'm not in the middle of it like, oh, my business is booming, but I'm already living in the end, like my business been successful for 5 years at this point. I got my house through this, like I go way past it. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I would say it really, what will be fun for you? That's the question I'm going to ask you. What would be fun for you? If fun, y'all know I manifest through play and through fun. So if fun for you is seeing your business grow, visualizing your business growing, visualizing sales, visualizing that, then do that because that's fun for you. But if the fun part for you is it's already done and my business been successful for an X amount of time, do what you would do if your business was already successful. You can take one intentional act. I know I'm all about intentional acts. So you can take one intentional act today that signifies to your brain that my business is successful. Once you set your intention, make sure your attention is going to that. Let me know if that answered your question. Oh, I'm using this. It matches my shirt. I'm wearing a Nirvana shirt today, and I using my Nirvana candle. So let's see what else. Thank you, Lady T. Yes, I'm so glad you've been meditating. That is beautiful. If you're here, we got the meditation vibes going. Make sure y'all see that this thing right here. It says soft millionaire Empress Air. That's another thing. When you're manifesting, make sure your environment is cultivated so that it can remind you of what you're manifesting. I don't want y'all to get on lives or watch videos only, but then your environment is not matching the mindset that you want to be in. So whatever you can do now, do it in your environment. See, I do little things like this. Like making this board takes no time. Lighting incense for me, that is my environment. Plants, that's my environment. I absolutely make sure my environment matches my energy. About the rewards, I'm like, well, I'm doing what I need to do with my business. So if you're okay, simply me, I want to make sure your nervous system's regulated because from the sounds of it, it sounds like I'm reading this with a very anxious tone. So you need to relax. Like you said, meditate. Before you take any additional steps, meditate. That's what I'm going to suggest for you, simply me. Make sure you're meditating. Do some EFT tapping. There's tons of EFT tapping videos out there. My favorite EFT tapper is Brad Yates, and he had tons of EFT tapping videos about successful businesses and more clients. So look up some EFT tapping videos. You said my middle name is anxious. Well, we're going to have some problems there. I'm glad you're on this live as we're talking about nervous system regulation. Again, when I had very high functioning anxiety, I had no idea that I was even anxious. So I started with meditation. That changed my life. That's what opened me the door to conscious creation. Highly going to recommend you do some meditation. what you're saying. Uh, oh, thank you. I actually have a video, Deepaka. I have a video on my channel about my skincare routine in Glamour Magic. But I mean, it's probably genetics part of it, but I also eat pretty clean. And all of the things that I do, see, I do everything for fun. And for me, like eating clean, working out, those types of things, it's just fun for me. Like this is what I naturally want to do. I don't ever feel like, oh my God, this is work. Like I just want to do it. So I know I just do whatever I want to do. Just I live my life. Yes. So make sure you watch Brad Yates. Always gonna recommend him. That's what I want everyone who okay, and if you're just joining the live, my bad y'all. I have my Because I Said So manifestation guide right now free on my stand store. The link is in the description and it's only free while we're on the live. Once we get off the live, it's going to go back to regular price. So make sure y'all go get y'all free copy of the Because I Said So manifestation guide. It teaches you how to command your reality, how to summon in your desires because you said so, but make sure your nervous system is regulated while you're doing it. Let me see. Let me see what else I want to talk about. Mm, but yeah, so everyone who's joining, apparently this live isn't going to be long like the other ones. Anyone who's joining the live now, my Because I Said So manifestation guide on my stand store, the link is in the description. It is free only while this live is going. So once the live is over, it goes back to its regular price. So make sure you grab it. For all my clients that's not on the live, that's watching the replay, I'll send you a copy. Let's see. Any other questions about nervous system regulation and manifesting? Oh, we could also talk about play because for me, play is a form. That's probably what we should have started with. Play is one of my favorite forms right now of nervous system regulation. I literally play all day, and when I say play, that means whatever's fun for me in the moment. That is what I'm doing. I laugh a lot. I smile a lot. Anyone who's around me is going to tell you that. Like this girl's always laughing. This girl's always playing. I'm probably one of the most serious, unserious persons you'll ever meet. Like I literally I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. I just be playing. Like I play all day. We take manifestation too seriously, and that takes the fun out of it. I'm gonna always say manifestation is meant to be fun. Do not take the fun out of it. But we can take the fun out of it by making it stressful, by not having a regulated nervous system. And then we're like, oh, we have to do this, we have to do this. We're so anxious. Like, chill. I'm gonna tell y'all, we are here for eternity. We are here for a long time. You might as well make it a good time. So if you are in, so one my right now, so I'm going to recap. One, my favorite nervous system regulation technique, if you're new to all of this, is going to be meditation. Meditation, meditation, meditation. And then my next go to is going to be some EFT tapping. I'll also do this in nature. I'll EFT tap and meditate in nature. Absolutely going to recommend it. But if you feel really grounded and stable in who you are, even if you don't, start playing, start laughing more, start enjoying life. Y'all know I talk so much about enjoying the unfolding. Quit taking this shit so serious. It's not serious at all. This is all a game for God. This whole 3D reality is a game for God. We are manifestations of God's mind here to play. Y'all might as well make it fun. I promise you, when y'all step out of the seriousness, when y'all step out of the urgency, when y'all step out of the need and step into play and step into magic, it is going to change your life. It's going to change the game for you. Remember, this is a game. So if you step into play and step into ease and step into surrender, it's going to change the game for you. Quit making this shit so stressful. And it's coming from someone who made this shit so stressful. I'm not just saying that, and I've never been there. I've been there. I know what it feels like to feel stressed out. And if someone would have told me This way, I would have listened like, oh, okay, well, this person not stressed out, might as well listen to them and start playing. That's another thing. Don't take advice from people you would not trade places with. If someone is telling you, oh, I don't think it's going to work out or this and that, and you wouldn't even trade places with that person, why are you taking advice from them? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't even want your life. So why would I listen to you? Keep your nervous system regulated. Stop letting in that outside noise. I am so mad at you, Simply Me. Not your business is about play and whimsy, and you stressed out over there. Girl, we're gonna feel that energy. You better start playing. You don't even need to do the meditation and stuff unless you're doing it from a playful place. You need to start playing. Take your own advice. Y'all all know that we tend to give out advice that we don't take. It's like, do as I say, not as I do. No, do as you saying. Simply Me, you need to do what you're saying. Thank you. Wrong side of the map. I can do it with the children. Girl, you about to. If you can do it with the kids, what is the most playful energy? Childlike. The the Bible. We're going to talk about the Bible in a metaphysical sense. The Bible even says you're children of God. So why are you not playing? Why is everything not magical to you? Why is everything not like, oh, oh my God, this leaf, oh my God, it's so pretty. Do y'all see these details? You need to take that on. My bad. Like, you need to take that on. Like, why are you not playing? You act like a child. You are literally a child of God. Start acting like it. This is why I can play all day. This is why I can make mistakes because I'm a child of God and this is what kids do. Sue me, God. I'm just kidding. I'm like, oh, if I'm a child of God, I can just play all day. That's what he said. I'm like, that's what's said. I'm just doing what I'm told. Do you have any more questions? And again, if you're just joining the live, my Because I Said So guide is free and it's only free during the live. Once we get off this live, it's going to go back to regular price. So make sure you can get your Because I Said So manifestation guide. It's going to teach you how to summon your reality, how to have faith, how to have the. You can move mountains with the faith of a mustard seed. I know y'all know that verse, or I know y'all heard that before. You can move mountains with the faith of a mustard seed. But I'm going to tell you, I lived by that code for like 2 years and mountains were moved. Let me tell y'all where I'm at now. I'm going to tell y'all a secret where I'm at now. The mountain never existed. I don't need to move a mountain that was never there. That is, that realization alone, I'm like, yeah, I can move mountains with the faith of a mustard seed. And then when I was having this faith, what I did was I started learning. I said, okay, well, if I can move mountains with the faith of a mustard seed, what if I just go through the mountain? Like, there's a secret door. Like, I can go through the mountain. There's a secret cave. It took me through the mountain. So that's what I was doing. And then I got to the point where I'm like, what if there's no fucking mountain to begin with? Like, who said there's a mountain? We put that mountain there. We literally put that mountain there. And if I said there is no mountain for me to cross, there is no mountain for me to cross. This is the power of your mind. Everything is perception. Everything is how we say it is. And if we say there's a huge mountain to climb, guess what? There's a huge mountain to climb. If we say we can go through the mountain, guess what? We can go through the mountain. But if we said there is no fucking mountain, there is no fucking mountain. Like, don't make this hard. If you want a hard and difficult experience because that's fun for you, then make it that way. But if a hard and difficult experience is not fun for you, take that shit away. Like, don't make it hard. If I say if you're having a hard and difficult experience, that's because some part of you think that shit is fun. Some part of you is addicted to it. So you're going to keep calling that shit in because you're addicted to it. Now, however, once you get to the state and realize I don't want that shit no more, it's going to disappear. You're going to choose different. You're going to make different choices every single time because you want a different experience. But it's okay if you're not there yet. I always say that it's okay if you're not there yet. If you're still good with challenges and difficulties, that is perfectly fine. You are God and you can have that experience. That is your right. Let me know when you're done with that shit though. I'm just saying, let me know when you're done with that shit. Exactly. God is not separate from you and God is not outside of you. Ye are gods. That is my favorite Bible verse of all times. Psalms 82:6. Ye are gods. You are children of the Most High. That Bible verse, I meditated on that Bible verse for a year, maybe 2 years. And what the conclusion was, I am a God and I'm the children of God. So I'm gonna play all fucking day and I'm going to make my reality what I want it to be. I've been doing it this whole time anyway. I've been doing it the bad way, the bad way. I've been doing it for the difficult and challenging experiences. Okay, God, we've had that experience. Now that shit is over. Now we're going to be playing. Y'all got me hot today. Got me feel like I'm preaching. Let me know if y'all have any questions though. And again, if you're just joining the live, because I said so, God is free right now, but only doing the live. Once I get off a live, it's going back to regular price and it's going to change your life. Simply me, I have a personal bone to pick with you now that I know that you know about play and you ain't playing. That's crazy. Any questions, y'all? Because we about to be on 30 minutes. And again, I have been having these subliminals going in the background. So I know y'all catching the energy. Now, that's going to be your challenge for your nervous system regulation technique is to play Simply Me. No problem, Lisa. Okay, I'm going to stay on here for 3 more minutes. So for anyone who's just joining the live, go get your Because I Said So guide. That's free, only during the live, because once we get off live, it's going back to regular price. So I got 3 more minutes. Let me know if y'all have any questions. And what did y'all take from this live? What did y'all take from the live? Remember, nervous system regulation is how you're going to expand your container to hold your manifestation. That's how you're going to be grounded. That's how you're going to be stable. That is one of the best way to hold your manifestation. It's not required. It's not required, but I promise you, you feel a lot better when you do it. EFT tapping, another one of my favorite nervous system regulation techniques. But I do want to warn y'all, I didn't say this before. When you EFT tap, be ready for the purge. Be ready for the release. Be ready for the heaviness to be lifted. And that is not always pretty. You might cry, you might not feel well, but stick to it. You are clearing out that old energy that no longer be there, that should no longer be there. And then, of course, playing all day. I know I play all day. So if you're going to be playing, make sure you're playing for something you enjoy. If you are still having these negative experiences, that's because for you, your subconscious mind is enjoying that shit on some level. You're enjoying the addiction and you're not ready to let it go. But when you're ready to let it go, you have the power to make a different decision and you can choose to play in a different way. And again, if you are having the faith of a mustard seed, if that's where you are right now on your journey, no judgment, we've all been there. If you only have the faith of a mustard seed, that can move mountains. As you continue to grow in your faith, you can go through the damn mountain. And at some point, you'll realize the mountain never existed and you made that shit up for fun. But anyway, make sure you grab your guide. I'm hopping off. Remember to always stay a passenger princess to God. Enjoy the ride. We are here for a long time. You might as well make it a good time. And we do not entertain anything we don't want to experience. Bye, y'all. Love you.